Alright, so next up was the Square Enix showcase, and this one was kind of interesting. It was the first one to be shown on the 11th, and it was done all by pre-recorded gameplay footage. I mean, there was no hosts or anything. It was just like, stay tuned for the PlayStation, or not the PlayStation, the Square Enix showcase. Here it is, the Square Enix showcase. I hope you enjoyed the Square Enix showcase. They started off by showing some really cool footage for Shadow of the Tomb Raider, and that's available September 14th, 2018. And I wasn't a big fan of this game or very excited about this game, but watching the gameplay in some of these different showcases, it's grown on me. It looks pretty dang neat. I mean, all of these games are looking so beautiful. I would have otherwise not been interested in a lot of them, but graphically they're just amazing. Unfortunately, I'm just gonna cut to the chase here. There was no Final Fantasy VII remake footage or announcements or anything like that. It was a complete no-show at the showcase, so I'm kind of bummed about that. But hey, you know, that's how it goes, I guess. Final Fantasy XIV. They announced some more DLC for that, Under the Moonlight. If you're a Final Fantasy XIV player, I never played Final Fantasy XIV. I didn't play the other online Final Fantasy either. I think it was Final Fantasy XI. But it looks pretty dang cool, man. If I was kind of an online guy that was not afraid of getting super addicted and completely ignoring my family, I may enjoy some Final Fantasy XIV. So they announced that DLC. They also announced a Final Fantasy XIV by Monster Hunter kind of crossover, and that's going to happen sometime this summer 2018. I've been saying Square Enix wrong for a long time. It's Square Enix. Square Enix is how you pronounce it. And watching these showcases on YouTube, just something to point out if you didn't watch the showcases, the YouTube chat is a mess. And I imagine the Twitch chat was a mess too. Like, it flies by. There's no chance you have of reading anything. It's just a tornado of the most smart-ass comments. I mean, I threw a couple in there, just whoop, there it goes. But it was gone before I could even see it. So just kind of a comment there on the YouTube comments. There was a preview for Captain Spirit. It's a free game in the vein of Life is Strange, or it's a sequel to or a spin-off of Life is Strange, but it is free and it is available on June 26, 2018. Dragon Quest, they announced some it's not a DLC, but it's a Dragon Quest 11, I believe, Echoes of an Elusive Age, available September 4th, 2018. And so I guess it's available now in Japan, but that's when it's coming to America. So I haven't played a Dragon Quest game in a long time, but I remember having a lot of fun with, I think it was Dragon Quest 7, and I wouldn't be opposed to hopping back into a Dragon Quest game and getting my hands dirty on some Dragon Questing. Babylon's Fall, really cool preview there. It was kind of weird. There's like these two large knights, and then one of them was going to kill the other one. The bigger one was going to kill the littler one, but then the littler one had these like little red ribbons shoot out of it and cut off the bigger one's arm, and then killed the bigger one with its own arm and sword. So that was kind of neat. I don't recall seeing any gameplay footage for it, but it was kind of neat. And that's going to be available next year in 2019. Babylon's Fall is a cool looking game. I read my same note twice. Whoops. Nier Automata, which was a PlayStation exclusive, is coming to the Xbox One, the Something Gods edition. So with all the DLC and everything, that'll be really cool. It's coming on June 26th as well. I have been waffling back and forth on whether I want to get Nier on the PlayStation, but now I don't have to waffle anymore because I can get it right on the Xbox. So hopefully that's not too terribly expensive. They announced a Switch game, Octopath Traveler, which looks just like a kind of RPG type. A lot of really cool character customization options in relation to job class, much akin to Final Fantasy Tactics, where there were job classes in that one. However, with this one, it's a much different combat system. It's kind of your classic JRPG, you know, you get into a fight, and then you fight them from the side there, take turns, that sort of thing. Anyway, that's available on July 13th, 2018. There was a kind of a weird trailer for The Quiet Man. It was this dude, he goes into an alleyway, and it was weird because in this trailer I wasn't sure if it was like live action interspersed with 3D models, but he went into the alleyway, and then there's these two gangster guys, you know, just kind of sitting down on a stoop, and they're like, hey, you're in the wrong place. And I wasn't sure if they were live action. They look kind of live action. But he comes in, and they're like, hey, you're in the wrong place. And he's like, he points to his ear. He's like, I can't hear you. Well, he doesn't say that, but he points to his ear. And then they're like, oh, okay. And then they get up, and they're going to beat him up. And then he beats them up instead. And then he sets their his little lunch bag he got on their head after he beats them up. So that was kind of a weird one. They said there's going to be more info on that game in August. So there's no gameplay. It was just a cinematic. So we'll see what goes on there. And then, of course, they showed some more footage for Kingdom Hearts, and they showed a little bit of a tease with Elsa and from Frozen, Elsa of Arendelle, and then Anna of Arendelle. I don't know if they showed her, but they teased kind of that, you know, Elsa is kind of wavering between the dark side and the light side, which is really cool because it really fits with her story from her movie, and so it's nice how they kind of wove that into this game apparently. And then Sora is talking about some other character from another Kingdom Hearts game being in his heart, and I know there's been 18 iterations of Kingdom Hearts, and there's been DS games and Game Boy games and, you know, card games and all kinds of spin-offs, and I have not played all of those. I played Kingdom Hearts 1, I played Kingdom Hearts 2. So I have a feeling that I'm going to be incredibly confused once this Kingdom Hearts 3 game is released. So that's all the updates that I have for the Square Enix showcase. It was a good one. It was a quick one. It was kind of nice not having the suits, you know, sit up there and talk and make cringe-worthy jokes with each other. So it was a good, quick little showcase. And if you haven't seen any of the other showcases, you can check out some of those links here at a tag or a sticker at the end. Also, hopefully at some point I'll be getting the vlog out from our trip, so if you want to check out the actual adventure, you can check that out on my other channel right up here. But otherwise, we'll see you at the next showcase.